So don't think twice. Just log on to tmradio.info. Filhan, I have one of the Toastmasters with me. I have Praveena Raman, and she has been a Toastmaster for nearly 7 years at City Speech Toastmasters Club. She was recently recognized with a Distinguished Toastmasters Award, DTM, in recognition of her active participation in the Toastmasters program. Praveena retired from the pharmaceutical industry after 30 years of service, and she is currently vice president on the board of directors of the San Francisco Writers Conference and also holds the position of registration director in the same organization. So let me welcome my special guest today. Hello and welcome, Praveena.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Pleasure is definitely mine. So, Praveena, let's start with Toastmasters. What is it? And people usually have this notion, is it a workshop? Is it a seminar or what?
From my point of view, Toastmasters is a collaborative learning and growth environment where members help each other improve. So it all starts with the club that you join. That club becomes your family, and the larger organization where your club belongs to becomes your supportive community. But Toastmasters is also an international nonprofit organization, just like you mentioned, where members pay a very low price, less than the price of a cup of coffee a day for this wholesome experience. Does
That
that
is
kind of
that
give you a sense?
unbelievable, but yes, that is what I was looking for. So now something about you. Why did you join Toastmasters? Was it career related or was it like a personal drive? What was it?
Actually, none of those. It was my husband. The credit goes to him completely for having me join Toastmasters. He himself is a Toastmaster, and knowing that I always enjoy learning as well as teaching, he thought it would be a great program for me and that I would enjoy it thoroughly. I, of course, resisted him initially a lot and made up all sorts of excuses for not coming to the meeting. Then one day, he actually abducted me from the BART station while he was picking me up from work and drove me straight to the our club, City Speed Toastmasters open house. So when I entered that room, that meeting, what really stands out after all these years is that I was blown away by the friendliness with which I was welcomed. I was included in that whole agenda that day in the program, and the warmth that enveloped me with all of them. It was like coming home to my family. And
That-
I've not looked back since. I still feel the same way every time I go to the meeting.
So I can say the abduction totally worked.
Yes, it did. He knew me better than myself, I guess.
Wow, that's a big statement. I hope he'll be listening. So, Praveena, if I ask you, have you changed as a result of participating in Toastmasters? What are you like better now?
So, definitely, we all grow, and I'm hoping I'm better in many ways. But some of the most interesting things that I've done since joining Toastmasters is I have been able to experiment with different ways of communicating with an audience. It's a safe environment, you can make mistakes, and you get the feedback to grow. The other thing that was very important to me when I joined Toastmasters, I was already like 62, I was a senior director building a team for the launch of a drug. What I learned at Toastmasters was that there's a difference in being a manager and a mentor. And I now believe that managers can never be mentors to their team members as long as they're working in that same environment. This helped me actually become a better manager and a better mentor. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So
So,
that's what I would say. It really makes a big difference.
thanks for sharing that. So, have any new opportunities as you were already at a director level? So, any new opportunities which opened up for you as a result of the skills which you developed with Toastmasters?
Yes, both. I can give you example of at work as well as in outside work personally.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the big opportunities was as soon as I joined Toastmasters, we had the pandemic. I was able to take whatever skills I had learned, gotten feedback, and put together a lunchtime program at work. It was like a radio audio program explaining complex scientific principles in lay language or regular simple language, including stories and vocal variety. So, sort of acting out vocally.
Mm-hmm.
That became a big hit and people really loved it. It went on for a whole year until the company folded. The second thing that I really like for the opportunity was as a manager, I was able to bring that concept of Toastmasters to my team, encouraging them to join the program for their own growth and having a budget to support them. Even today, there is one of my team members who's flourishing as a Toastmaster because of that, and I feel so proud of him. And the final opportunity is at my club. I really am grateful for having the environment to become a better mentor and a better me. I learn as I teach, and it's also having the opportunity to make a difference in someone who has English as a second language and seeing them flourish and grow. So I'm really grateful for that lifelong opportunity.
That's great. And after listening to your impressive story with Toastmasters, I'm certain people who are listening to us will be interested in knowing more about it or joining. So, what is the next step for them?
So once you have thought about Toastmasters and you're curious about it, the very first step is to actually look for some clubs in your area where you can go and experience it as a guest. So for that, take the first step by going to tmradio.info and filling out the form. Once you fill out the form, we will help you connect with clubs that are suitable for you in your area. And then you can start your journey by taking the first step and going to their meeting. Once you join Toastmasters, you should really, I think, make sure that you take part in that program completely, not just giving speeches, but the entire experience so that you can grow completely. It is a lifelong journey of learning, and you should remember practice makes perfection. So, again, go to tmradio.info and take that first step, fill in that form, and come and visit us. We would love to see you at City Speech Toastmasters Club if you're in the Fremont area.
Thank, thank you so much for summing that up. And with that, we are at the end of our interview. So, uh, listeners, tmradio.info is where you should be looking for. If you could not hear me, it's tmradio.info. Thank you so much, Praveena, for sharing all the information and, of course, sharing your story with us. So, listeners, you can also go and join. You can become a part of this beautiful community where you are not just heard, but also given the positive or the critical, well, much needed the comments and the feedbacks. So, once again, thank you for joining us and hope we can talk again.
Thank you so much. Appreciate being here.